Hello, welcome back. Welcome. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Midlife Mindfulness with Melissa. Whether you're a returning viewer or a new viewer, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for joining me. It is the day after Valentine's Day here in Canada, and although I'm a day late, it's never too late to focus on the heart, opening the heart, and radiating from that very powerful center in our body, especially now in this time in life. So let's do that today. I am currently sitting in half lotus. You can sit in half lotus, or if you'd like to sit in a regular, easy, cross-legged seat, that's wonderful as well. We're going to start, as always, by allowing ourselves to drop into and settle into the moment, making sure that our sitting bones are rooted into the mat, into the ground beneath us, that our spine is nice and elongated, crown to the sky, chin slightly tucked so we're not bending our neck backwards, shoulders dropping away from our ears, smile on our face, eyes closed or soft, gaze as you like. And let's start by taking, okay, I cheated, I went a little bit early. Let's start by taking a deep breath in and exhaling it out. Inhaling in, sighing it out. Feeling yourself slowing it down, which is great. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly letting it go. What a good feeling it is to settle into the present moment. Let's take our left hand, plant it slightly behind us. Right hand, I think I said right hand, but let's make sure. Taking the left hand up and over, staying grounded in our left sitting bone, and feeling the energy radiating from sitting bone along through the side of our body, up our arm, out our fingertips. Breathing, smiling, exhaling, and float it down. Other side, left hand down, right hand up and over. If we can focus on rotating the right shoulder back a little bit, keeping the heart space open, breathing and elongating while staying grounded in the sitting bones, and floated down. One more time, up and over. Inhaling, exhaling, enjoying the beautiful stretch in our side body, which helps open up our heart space area. Float it down. Let's bring it up with the right. Staying grounded in our seat, reaching up and over and energetically extending through our fingertips. And float it down. Let's do some shoulder rolls now, rolling it forward and up. Really focusing on enjoying the feeling of shoulder rolls. Your muscles moving and working together. And rolling it forward. Breathing as you go, as is comfortable for you. This helps to bring some mobility into the upper chest and shoulders. And settling down into our seat, into a neutral position. If your legs are crossed, either in lotus or an easy seat, let's take this opportunity to switch them up. Make sure both sides are nice and balanced. Settling into the seat. Let's bring the arms up. Inhale. Overhead into not Gomakasana arms. Arms up. Arms up. Arms up pose. And then take it down into angel wings. You know, I try to remember the Sanskrit words, but I don't always. Today was one of those days it It escaped me. Shoulders down, shoulder blades together, nice and strong in our wings. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back down. Keeping it nice and broad across those shoulder, the collarbones being nice and open, opening that heart space, imagining our angelic selves, which I know we all have, radiating from the heart space. And bring it up and float it back down. Very good. Let's take we're going to do Gomukhasana arms now. I was thinking ahead. Let's take the right arm up and pat ourselves on the back. With our right hand, taking the left arm, bringing it behind you, and trying as much as you can to bring the hands together and working towards interlacing fingertips. You shouldn't feel pain in any of your joints, your elbows, but it should be a nice stretch. Let's use this opportunity as a chance to focus on opening that heart. Breathing into the heart space, grounding into the seat, elongating through the spine, raising that right elbow up and towards the sky. And floating it down. Shake it out a little if that feels good. Let's bring the left arm up and giving yourself a pat on the back. Bring that right arm around and back and working fingertips towards one another. I feel it more in the right shoulder today. It's always interesting to observe the differences in how your body feels from one side to another, from one pose to another. Focusing on your breathing, focusing on opening up your collarbone area, bringing that left elbow to the sky and breathing into the lovely stretch in your shoulders. Imagining goodness radiating from your heart space. It's what we all aspire to, I hope. And floating it down. And let's now move onto our belly. Forehead on the mat, hands on either side of your face, and then engaging the back muscles, lifting up, making your feet, tops of the feet flat onto the ground. And let's bring the elbows under shoulders at a 90-degree angle and fingers spread. We're in Sphinx pose here, looking slightly downward, just a little bit in between our hands, a little bit forward. We want to make sure our neck is not engaged upward. Focusing on bringing the shoulder blades down, opening up across the collarbones, and relaxing, believe it or not, into the glute area. We don't want tight butt in this particular pose. And let's bring it down. And breathe. And relax. Now taking the right arm and extending it forward, let's push into the right hand. Lift up the underarm off the ground, the shoulder off the ground, taking the left arm and sliding it underneath, and lowering everything gently back down. And to thread the needle, adjusting as you need to for comfort, and breathing into the stretch across your left back shoulder. and unwinding. And we can bring both hands overhead. Take a little rest. Now lifting and pushing into the left side, bringing up the underarm, taking the right arm, sliding it under and lowering everything down. Breathing into the lovely stretch in your outer right shoulder. I love this stretch. It feels so good on the shoulder. Especially if there's tightness there, it really helps to get some movement and mobility in that area. And unwinding, let's take our hands under our shoulders, pushing back into child's pose, so knees apart, feet together. Back onto your heels and arms forward. Fingers spread, sitting bones close to heels. Breathing into this restorative pose. Lovely deep inhale. And side out on the exhale. Now coming forward onto our belly once again. Let's take our arms long on our sides of our body. Focusing on bringing the pubic bone towards the floor. And you can either take this pose by lifting up the legs and pointing the toes. This is half locust. Or coming right up, using your back muscles and bringing the arms energetically behind you. Focusing on opening up the collarbones. There's a lot of opening up the collarbones theme in this heart opening session. And breathing. And looking just in front of your mat downwards. Want to not put stress on the neck. And then floor down to the mat. Let's push back into child's pose again, because it feels good to be in child's pose. And focusing on breathing and relaxing into this beautiful, peaceful pose. Now let's bring it up to hero's pose, sitting with your spine nice and elongated, sitting on your heels, crown to the sky as if you have a string pulling out from the ceiling. Nice level chin, not tipping it back. Very good. Focusing on opening up the chest, shoulders down and away, smiling. And now, let's shift forward, tuck toes, and sit back on our heels. Having a lovely stretch in the bottom of our feet, which is so healthy for your feet. Keeping plantar fasciitis away, which really stinks. You don't want it. It's painful and it takes a long time to resolve. So this kind of stretch really helps keep the plantar fasciitis away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. This keeps plantar fasciitis away. And sitting back on our heels, opening up that chest. Feeling the light emanating from our heart center. That's a lovely visual. And then let's lower the feet, take the knees just hip width apart. Coming up to a kneeling position. Engaging the abs. Then taking our hands into fists on our lower back. Let's inhale, opening up the chest, pulling up through the body, making sure we're nice and long, and leaning back into a baby camel. Pulling upwards so you don't collapse into the lower spine. And coming down into hero's pose. And breathing here with the heart space open. Shoulder blades down and away. And now coming back up to kneeling, again bringing the knees hip width apart. We're going to go for full camel. You can obviously go to baby camel again if you'd like to, but if you want to take the next step in the process, let's give this a try. So elongating up, engaging the core. You can start from this pose as you lean back. Actually, I would recommend that. And then if you want, reaching back for those heels, opening up heart to sky, opening up the throat, engaging the front of your thighs, full camel. And gently coming back up. And let's take it back again into child's pose. And breathe. And bringing ourselves back up. Let's move into a lying down position to get ready for Shavasana. After all the great work we've done, let's bring the knees up into our chest and rock back and forth just to gently massage out the back. It worked hard for you today in this practice and probably all throughout your day as well. And settling down. Maybe taking the knees in circles, again to help massage out the back, moving them in circles one way and then back the other way. Coming slowly to a stop, and then bringing the legs down long along your mat for Shavasana. Making sure that we consciously move into our Shavasana, which is making sure that the spine is long, back of the neck is in line with the rest of your spine, so chin slightly tucked. Eyes closed, hands alongside of your body with a space in between your body and the arms, palms up and relaxed. Relaxing the belly, making sure the lower spine is not compressed in any way. The legs are relaxed, feet are gently apart. Relaxing the shoulder blades down your back, shoulders away from the ears, and resting fully on the surface that's supporting you. And with the theme of opening up one's heart and mind, let's imagine a beautiful white light emanating from your heart space, starting to create a beautiful white light and glow in your solar plexus. That warm white light spreading from your heart center all throughout your body. Bringing with it a sense of warmth and peace and beauty and light. Now taking it that one step further and imagining that light radiating out into the world. Allowing the entire world to see and benefit from your beautiful glow. Now, my friends, let's take our feet, place them flat on the mat, roll to one side, and gently push up into a seat. Settling into your seat, grounded through your sitting bones, elongated through the spine, chin tucked, shoulder blades down, shoulders away, hands grounded down into your thighs, gently resting, not pushing down, but gently resting. And beautiful heart open, letting that light shine out into the world. And I invite you to take that mindset of letting your light shine off the mat and into the rest of your day. The world will definitely benefit from it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.